everybody. One second as we get our speaker in. We're so excited to talk with Devon this morning. Devon, you made it.
There we go.
Awesome. Okay, well, now that we got our technical difficulties over with.
Yeah, sorry about that. I really don't. I have no idea what happened. Like, I've never, ever had an issue. And then as soon as you started the video, like, you were just like cutting in and out, in and out, in and out. And then it just went blank.
Oh my goodness. Of course, that's how it goes every time, right? When you need to actually like be on for something specific.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm glad that you jumped on here with us this morning, and we are so excited to hear your story and just kind of your experience as a male spouse in this lifestyle. And just, you know, we can chat through a few things, and as people jump on, they'll jump on and listen. But so tell us a little bit about you and just your experience in the military lifestyle.
I'm pretty simple. I just go with the flow. That's basically what I've had to do for the last decade. Just kind of roll with the punches as different PCSs happen. And then, sorry.
No, you're fine. How many times have you PCS'd?
Oh, geez. 4 or 5. So I think 4. Yeah, it was 4 with one small TDY in there.
Okay, awesome. Where have you been stationed before?
So we started in Washington State. We went down to Monterey, California for about 12 to 18 months. Well, she was there before I went down there. And then we went to Fort Hood. We went back to Monterey, California. And now we are here in Maryland.
Awesome. Monterey is probably one of my favorite places. It's so gorgeous down there.
Yeah, I miss it so much.
Yes. So how has your wife deployed? How was a deployment during? How have you?
She did deploy after she finished her first round of AIT. We went to Fort Hood. We were there for about 2 weeks, and then she got told that she's deploying in about 48 hours. And so that was kind of a shock.
Yeah. Like, what were the thoughts that went through your head when you found out she was like, hey, I got to leave in like 2 days?
A lot of bad words initially came to mind, but it was fine. I just kind of had to make do, I guess. It was the first time, like, we had, at that point, we had only been married for like a year, well, just a little over a year. And it was like, I had never, like, up until before we got married, I had never really moved outside of my hometown area. And then we got married, I moved. So that was an adjustment. And then we moved again to where I was 2,000 miles away from any of my friends or family. And then she was gone she was only gone for 3 months, thankfully. But it was an adjustment. I just kind of focused on trying to find a job to give me something to do.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of just, like the initiation.
Yeah. So what kind of support systems did you have in place throughout the deployment, or were there not really any?
There really wasn't any for me. I tried to talk to my mom often, but she's not really military affiliated at all, so she didn't really get it. I think she was still mad that I moved away. So, like, she supported me, but didn't understand it, so she couldn't really actually support me.
Right.
Uh, yeah, I just kind of figured it out as I went.
Did you try and get involved in like the SFRGs and the military community while she was away? What did that kind of look like?
I did not. Looking back, I kind of wish I did, but I didn't know who to even talk to about that at the time, and she was gone, so I couldn't like she couldn't really like help me figure it
Yeah.
out. Um, so I honestly I just focused on trying to find something to do so I wouldn't go stir crazy at the house.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
How has it been as far as employment and finding a jobs as you guys had PCS? Because you've PCSed a few times. So
Mhm.
how has it been for your career as far as stability, not stability?
I'd say career is a strong word.
Okay.
I did not have what I would consider a career. I
Mhm.
just kind of I found jobs that I could get a hold of. There's a lot of people that a lot of employers that I've noticed they don't as soon as they hear military spouse they're like they seem very supportive of our community but they're not actually like in the back
Yeah.
of their mind you can tell that they don't want to take the chance on you they don't want to train you they don't want to really deal with you because you could be gone in a month's notice.
Yeah. So
So,
that's been a big challenge, right? Trying to
oh
find
yeah,
something that's consistent over the PCSs.
oh
So have you found something that you are in now that you love that you're able to continue in?
yeah. What? Okay, so I kind of took one to the team. I was doing a job that I actually really enjoyed, um, but I had to leave that work. I was selling new new vehicles. I know a lot of people don't like that profession,
Mhm.
but once you're in it, I actually really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the people I worked with, but the hours that were mandated by that company was like 55 to 60 hours a week.
Wow,
Um,
that's a lot.
and a lot of phone calls at home, a lot of people just talking to me all the time, which didn't bother me, but it was our two kids and my wife that were kind of suffering because I would
Right.
go I went almost an entire week without seeing any of them at one point. And that's when my wife she was just getting really fed up with it.
Mhm.
She was able to handle the kids, but it just wasn't fair to her or them. So I ended up leaving that business. And now I have a job that I work 8 to 4. I don't particularly enjoy it, but it's not bad.
Mhm.
But it is giving me the experience to go where I want to go.
That's
So
awesome.
it's just like a stepping stone for now.
Yeah, so as a military spouse, you've had to find that balance, right? With home life and work life and picking up the slack, like when your wife isn't available.
Right.
Because ultimately, as a service member, their career kind of comes first, right? And we
Yep.
kind of fill in the pieces and the gaps and do what we can to make everything function and flow smoothly.
Yeah.
So how has that been as far as, trying to do that and making sure that, while she's working, everything is running smoothly?
Um, I don't know. Like it's also we're actually a really good team. Like she does do like she's had a very interesting military career. She's had a lot of pushback, which is why she's actually getting out
Mhm.
now. Her career has been stunted so many times that she just can't deal with it anymore. But we together we have been able to like support each other, mostly on my end, making sure she's as comfortable, like as happy as she can be, because a lot of the BS she deals with in the military is really stressful, uh, and it's completely out of her hands. There's nothing she can do about it, and so I just kind of do the best I can to make sure she isn't like like depressed or anything like that.
Right. So with her getting out, how has your guys' transition been?
This is the last few months have been literally the most stressful few months that we've had together. The whole almost 11 years. Just in a week, she'll have been in for 11 years, which she's getting out in a week. Yeah, it's been hard, really, really hard. Like the not knowing what she's gonna do, if she's gonna have a job, because like we've gotten so used to having that guaranteed paycheck, no matter if she has to go into work, if she's sick, if the kids are sick, if there's doctor's appointments. She doesn't really have to worry about that because all of her command has always been understanding. That, like that is going away, and it's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little daunting, right? So how would you, if you were to give advice just, to yourself or to any other military male spouses, or even, just spouses in general, what would you say looking back over the last 11 years? Like, what sort of advice would you give?
If I could do it over again, which I totally would, I would focus on myself as much as the service member, because I put myself to the side more often than not, and just took jobs to help pay bills, because to be honest, we don't, the lower enlisted, they don't make very much money, and it can be very trying. So I put myself to the side, and I was focused on trying to provide what I could, while balancing around hers. I like for school, for instance, I did not. I tried to go, but it didn't work because I needed to work, and then I couldn't focus on both of them. And so I would do everything I could to finish school, to be able to like get on a career path that would suit me as much as her.
Right.
Something that's transferable. Back then, remote work really wasn't a thing, and so like that's a blessing in disguise for military families.
Yeah.
And then I would also get a lot more involved with the community. Spent a lot of time just like trying to make sure we were good. Well, she was good for the most part, and so I didn't really get involved. I would say hi to my neighbors, but I didn't really like spend a whole lot of time getting to know them. And that's one thing that I do regret, because like doing what I do now, the importance of networking is huge.
Right.
Like it's a lot more important than I ever thought it would be, especially like looking forward. You always want to look forward. You never want to sit here and think about what you should have done or what you could have done in the past.
Yeah.
You can't change that. You can always change your future, but you can't change the past.
Right. Yeah. I think the great thing about being a military spouse is that whether our service members are active duty or they're retired, we still have that commonality and we still have that community. So whether your wife is active or, she's not, you still have that community that you can lean on through, the transitioning portion too, which is awesome. So just because you're getting out, don't think that you're not still a part of this community, because you are. And we love that you shared your story with us today and just some of your experiences. And, we look forward to hearing more in the months to come and seeing you and everything.
I'm always willing to talk to anyone. I'm just I'm a little nervous right now. So
yeah, no, you did great.
I feel like I did terrible.
No, it was great. So, well, thank you for coming on. And again, we appreciate you sharing your story, and we hope that you have a great day.
You too.
Awesome. Thanks,
Sorry
Devon.
about Sorry about the technical difficulties before. Don't know what happened with that.
No, it totally happens. All right, we'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.